This episode was insane. Insane. Oh my God. I don't even know where to start. Okay. So, in this episode, Abby's still looking for Joel. By the way, the black chick has shaved her hair because she's shooting for the other Naughty Dog game. So, that's funny. A horde of infected is disturbed by Abby sliding down a mountain into them in the snow. And from there on, for the majority of the show, is nothing but infected, murderous mayhem attack on their camp, on their fort. And it's insane. The speed at which these things are running, the savagery, the sheer monstrosity of the size is crazy. They're shooting them. They're putting out barrels, shooting barrels. They are sicking dogs on them, which was one of the coolest damn parts. And of course, one of the big fat ones breaks through the wall, goes after Tommy. He flames it up. And I'm like, why didn't y'all throw a barrel at that one? That's just for story. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, y'all could have thrown a barrel at that one and blew it up at, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like, but I get it. I get it. So that whole thing, like, because at first I thought the episode was going to be boring. I was kind of on my phone a little bit, checking comments for other videos and checking this and that while I was watching. And I mean, man, that kicked up and it didn't stop. It did not stop. That was one of the coolest zombie. That was like some 28 Days Later, some World War Z, The Walking Dead, all wrapped into one. The way they did it, that was cool. That was badass. I would have been more bothered by what I'm about to talk about if I gave a damn about Pedro Pascal's Joel. But the majority of the fans don't, I think. I think you care so much about the original Joel in the original game that seeing this happen didn't bother you as much as when you saw it in the video game. So, they did shotgun to the leg. You should have seen the way they did it too. I was like, whoa, okay, that looked a little different. Pow, impact. I've only seen the death of Joel once. And I'll never watch it again in the video game. So, from what I'm recollecting, she did use the golf club on him, but she only beat his leg. And I guess the golf club broke while she was beating his leg. And she basically was punching him, beating him to death. But her punches, come on, she's not on steroids like she is in the video game. She's a regular chick. I don't think it's really possible. I mean, I guess if you do it long enough, yeah, but she wasn't going to beat him to death with her fists. So, you know, Ellie comes in, they grab Ellie, got her on the ground. She's yelling, Joel, get up, just like in the game. And she takes a half broken into the golf club and stabs it right into his neck, right in front of her. And Ellie's like, I'm going to kill you. And I was like, okay, that I remember that. It seems pretty faithful for the most part. But I remember in the game, she hit him in the head with the golf club, the ending, correct? I could be wrong, but that's what I remember. So, they did it. They absolutely did it. We were wondering if they were going to do it. We were wondering if they're going to change it. They did change it. However, it was almost as savage. See, one thing I found out when they're doing rating systems and they're doing stuff for movies, damage to the face and head tend to bother people more. And it's true. People don't like to see people's like heads get crushed or, necks get cut or eyeballs pop out, or brains show. Like people don't like that. Something about the face, like we can watch somebody's arm get cut off and nowhere near bothers us as much as seeing trauma to the head. And, I think her ending him with a golf club to the head that you can see, maybe if they had did it kind of like one of those things where, she raises it up and she hits him, but you only see Ellie's face, but you hear the crunch or whatever, but still a lot of times people find that very disturbing. So, maybe that's why they didn't put it in it. Who knows? They put it in a video game. They can put it in a video game. They can put it in a series. We know Game of Thrones is all type of crazy stuff. So they could have did it. I don't know why they changed it, but they did. But insane. I got to give it to them, though. This was a crazy episode, mainly because of the whole horde and the fort fighting and Tommy and the flamethrowers and the guns and the barrels and everything like that. And I just want to see if they had the balls to kill him like they did in the game, and they did. So, to hell with Joel's death. But the majority of the episode was fighting the infected, which was damn cool. So I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Woos! Post your comments down below. Let me know what you all think. If you enjoyed my reaction, hit the like. You know what's the question? I'm going to address something real quick. I saw a few people post, if you didn't play the game, you shouldn't be reviewing this series. False. There are so many movies and shows that are based on other things, and you are definitely allowed to review them. You can review it as someone who doesn't play video games and review it as a show by itself. You're allowed to do that. If you say that, you're idiots or you're children. You must be children that don't have the critical thinking skills to really, figure out that it's okay to review something if you haven't seen it in every medium. You know what I'm saying? Like you can review The Witcher without having read the books. You're allowed to do that. Or played the games. You're allowed to do that. Several times in people's reviews, sometimes they'll say, yeah, I didn't read the book, but I heard this was based on a book. And yeah, the movie was excellent. I'll have to read the book and see, you're allowed to. It's absolute idiocy. But post your comments down below and I will see y'all later.